Are you addicted to the pain? Do you struggle with depression and anxiety? Do you not know what to do with yourself to stop yourself from the cycle of self-loathing and hatred? Well, fear not, fellow traveler, because I present to you avoidancy. You just take this little thing and you ingest it into yourself and watch yourself become an absolute fucking monster.
Thanks, avoidancy. You really know how to save the day.
Not a real product. I am fresh out of the shower, and this is as real as I will get. Hi everybody, my name is Nigel, and I got a video for 233 people by Nigel. So I have recently entered a relationship for the very first time. Well, for the very second time. But this is the first one that feels very real. It's pretty great. I really like them a lot, and I think they're very sweet and kind. And it's good. It's too good, actually. It feels like I don't deserve it. It feels like it's wrong. It's very unlike me. So what the heck is that about? First, I'll list off the things that I think are great about the relationship. For starters, there's no games to play. There's no loss in communication. There's no wondering if the feelings are reciprocated. There's no push. There's no pull. There's just us, and it is perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. It actually feels a little boring, honestly. I think a lot of our media has trained us to look for the conflict in our relationships. We watch a lot of TV shows and movies, and we look at that relationship and we think, oh, that's what it's going to be like when we get into that relationship. We watch these movies when we're like 10 years old, and we're like, oh, when I become 16, that'll happen to me. Well, it didn't happen to me. I had to turn 21 for it to finally happen. And a lot of these relationships on television thrive off of conflict, because that's what makes an entertaining show. The unrequited, he's marrying someone else, but I know he secretly wants to be with me. He said the wrong name at the altar. I can't be with him. He's a priest. How do I win her over when I am just a poor boy on the Titanic and she's a rich girl on the upper class in the Titanic? It's a lot of conflict, and we subconsciously, I think, are looking for that conflict in our relationships. So the point now, now that I've entered a pretty healthy relationship, it feels boring, but maybe the boring is a good thing. So right now, I'm going to talk about before I met this person. Before I was in this relationship that I am in right now, I had many experiences with other people that I was interested in. A lot of these relationships are horrible, or they were horrible for me. Sometimes the person didn't do anything to me in particularly, and it was just a lot of things that I did to me. But of course, I was around other people who actually did do something that hurt me. There's a lot of these past relationships where I was very uncertain of where I stood in the eyes of this person. I had no idea if the feelings were reciprocated, and I had no idea if it was worth it all in the end. And newsflash, it never is. I remember when I fell in love for the very, very first time, and this was a new feeling to me. I had no idea what was happening, and honestly, falling in love the very first time is the worst experience, because you don't know it's happening and by the time you realize it's happening, it's already too late. And truth be told, falling in love for the very first time, honestly, it unleashed a bunch of insecurities that I had no idea I had. And these insecurities had a lot to do with self-worth, because to be honest, the very first time I fell in love, it was very much unrequited. And that type of romance is very addicting, because you tell yourself, oh, well, maybe I could change them. Maybe they will change their mind. And then you end up hating yourself when they don't change their mind. Why? Why haven't they changed their mind? They should change their mind. Is it me? I think I'm doing something wrong. It's me. It never is you. And unfortunately, the very first time I fell in love became a pattern that I would repeat many more times. I think subconsciously I have really enjoyed the power imbalance, the unknowing, the fighting. To me, sadly and honestly, I mean maybe people are watching this, they might relate to it, but to me, love is something that felt like I needed to fight for, because that's all I knew. I grew up watching all these TV shows. Like, I grew up watching Friends and I don't know, How I Met Your Mother. All of these things just tell us that love is something that you gotta fight for it. Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother, he says that,
and when you love someone, you don't stop, ever. Even when people roll their eyes or call you crazy, even then, especially then.
These television shows, they present these ideas as something that's romantic, something that we should strive for. But in reality, no. If they say no the first time, it's probably because they mean it. I think in real life, there's less mixed messages. There's less of this drama, this romance of maybe, what if, how could. In real life, you should just take it more surface level. Be with someone who actually wants to be with you. And it took me a very long time to learn this. I mean, in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, the English teacher says,
"We accept the love we think we deserve."
And I fear that's what I've been doing, because you know what? I watched that movie when I was, I think, 16 in school. That quote really stuck with me. I thought to myself, well, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I know when to leave. I know when to cut the wound and like not let it infect my body. Well, Paul Rudd, if you're watching this, you can laugh at me now, because guess what? I fell a victim to this. I am now a person that also has I've done it. Oops. There's a very enticing feeling to wanting something that you cannot have. The constant losing battle that you are facing with yourself, and the need to win. There's this feeling that you gotta win, or that at some point you'll win. Like, you know, maybe this time I can convince them to stay. But no. It's not how real life works, guys. And you know, now that I've entered this new relationship, this healthy relationship, for like the very first month, it freaked me out, because I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, is it really supposed to be this easy? I would consider myself a very trusting person, and well, I would actually say I don't trust anyone, but I force myself to trust them because I don't want to seem untrustworthy, or I don't want it to seem like I don't trust anyone. So I force myself to trust people, even when I know I'm lying to myself. I know it. So I say yes. They'll be sincere. This will be honest. They will tell me they mean what they say, and there's always a hidden code there that I'm not seeing, but it's there and I believe it. But I think even deep down I knew I was lying to myself. I feel like I'm rambling on. Okay, let's take it back. In this new relationship, everything seemed odd because it seemed easy. And I don't know easy. I only know difficult. Sorry, I've been playing life on hard mode. Oops. But I think I've softened. For a while, I always had my guard down. People made me put my guard up, but this person is maybe letting my guard down a little bit. I know so many people who are just like me, who you know, they the enticing exquisite feeling of pain is something that people secretly crave, believe it or not, and I would judge them, but I'm the same. So, and the feeling of winning. I know so many people who are like me, and so many people who I'm like. I knew this girl who wanted to be with this other girl. This other girl was horrible to her. Like, didn't really care about her and was super selfish and self-absorbed. And I would tell my friend, I would say, why? Get away from her. She's terrible for you. But she never did. Well, she did now. But the point is, at the time, she never did. And I'd get so frustrated, and I would be frustrated at her, to the point now where she got frustrated with me for being frustrated at her, and I think that's fair. But I think I have to give her a little bit more grace, because I've been there. And honestly, maybe that's why I was so hard on her, because I've been there and I'm trying to tell her, please leave. It does you no good. It causes more harm. And the worst part is, you actually carry that burden of feeling in the next relationship. And the cycle continues, because either they hurt you or you hurt them. I don't want to hurt anyone. That is the thing that I would want to do the least, actually. I'll hurt myself before I'll hurt you. But if hurting myself means hurting you, then I just won't do anything. And in this new relationship, I am afraid that I'll maybe hurt them. I would be very mad at myself if I hurt somebody. To my friend that I was just referencing earlier, who was interested in that horrible relationship, I think you're very stupid for wanting to be in that unobtainable relationship, but also I relate to you very deeply. I am you, actually, and I'm extending my hand because I see the path that you're going down, and I don't want that for you, because I've been there. You know, all we can do is be there for each other. So, please. I have to remind myself not to judge people for being like that, because you know what? I'm kind of like that a lot. It's awful. I'm a big Sex and the City fan. Carrie, the main character, she is awful. Honestly, liking Carrie is honestly like liking one of those bad people in a relationship, because, you know, she is so enticing. She is so charming and charismatic, but then you really get to know her and she's not good. She's not good for you. Carrie is the perfectly imperfect person, And I relate to myself in that because, you know, a lot of the insecurities that she has, I relate. Like, I remember liking someone and then they ended up being with someone else, and that someone else is perfect, and I'm not perfect, and that is not good for your self-esteem. So I relate to that, and I think, yeah, been there. However, I don't want to be Carrie, because the thing about Carrie in Sex and the City is that she doesn't get better. She does end up in a healthy relationship at some point, but she ruins it because all she knows is pain. Before she entered that healthy relationship, she was with this terrible guy who treated her horribly. And at the time, she was a victim, but then she entered this healthy relationship, and all of those bad habits that she learned from that guy, now she's taking it into this new relationship, and she's actually hurting the good relationship because she doesn't know any better. I don't want to be that. I want to be better, because Carrie Bradshaw did not get better, but I will. To sum it all up, we all get scars throughout our life from past relationships, from past things that hurt us. But you know what? We take those scars into the future, but we don't let them affect the future, you know? A reminder, a lesson. Sometimes you gotta learn the same lesson again. Been there. A lot of us are unknowingly very much addicted to the pain. It sounds bad, but a lot of us kind of do like being a victim. I know I did, but I want to be better. Yes, I am addicted to the pain, but I want to not be. I'm going sober, going cold turkey, starting today. And you know, for once, now that I've entered this new relationship, I think I'm going to let love win. Thank you all so much for watching this video, because I know you wouldn't enjoy watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, because I'm very, very desperate. And I will see you all in the next one. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Oh, you think I just showered? No, this is sweat. Ugh, that's gross. Never mind, I really did shower. Okay, bye.